Hey folks, I hope you're all well and staying safe. Now, I know we all love new VR games, but it can be difficult to mine through all the rocks just to get to the gold. Well, have no fear, Whackman is here. I'm going to list the top 10 new releases for the Oculus Quest. The list is in no particular order as all of the games are fantastic. Plus, with just these games, if you didn't have the Quest, it will make you want to get one. So if you enjoyed this video, then please share if you can and give it a thumbs up as it lets me know to make more of this type of content, and subscribe to the channel for everything VR related. Not only that, one of my great subscribers, Josh, has kindly given a key of Pro Putt for the Oculus Quest to give away to one of my other subscribers. So let me know in the comments below if you would like to enter this giveaway. So let's get straight into it. Number 1. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. One of the most famous horror games came into VR last year, but it had not come out to the Oculus Quest. However, the wait is over, and now you are able to experience the scariest night of your life. If you don't know, in Five Nights at Freddy's you are a caretaker at something similar to a Chuck E. Cheese. However, the animatronics in this establishment come alive after midnight and come for you, so you need to survive until 6 AM. The tension and fear this game gives is unbelievable. Even though you know the jump scares are coming, it actually makes it worse, because you don't know exactly when. Something similar to the slap bet from How I Met Your Mother. This is the full-fledged game but played wirelessly, which adds to the immersion and fright. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted is a must-have game for any VR horror fan. Number 2. In Death, Unchained. Become a fusion of Legolas and Talion from the Shadow of Mordor. In Death is a roguelite action game. If you don't know, roguelite is basically where if you die, you have to start from the beginning. However, you do get to keep your upgrades and unlocks. That will carry over to your next run, which is great. Not only that, every time you start the game, the level is procedurally generated, meaning it will always feel new. Plus, the game will adapt to your level and experience and will keep getting harder, so it doesn't get stale. Although the game can get quite difficult, so you always need to be alert and keep on your toes. But because this is on the Oculus Quest, you aren't going to get tangled in any wires when shooting different targets, as it truly is unchained. You're able to use a bow and arrow with elemental arrows such as ice arrows to freeze your enemies, or even a crossbow to take them down fast. And because this is on the Quest, you aren't going to get tangled in any wires when shooting different targets, as it truly is unchained. Number 3. Phantom Covert Ops. Now, normally in VR and especially on the Quest, you don't get to play many games sitting down. And sometimes you want to basically have a seat and just enjoy a VR game without constantly needing to bend over to pick up things. Well, the team at Dreams has you covered with Phantom Covert Ops. Although I have to be honest, when I first heard of this game and that you will be in a kayak throughout the whole game, I was very skeptical. However, this game is extremely polished and well designed. The developers have done a great job on it. Due to the paddling, it can also be a bit of a workout for your arms. Talking about paddling, it's all fully in your control of how fast you want to go and how you take your sharp turns. But the best part of the game is the stealth and shooting mechanic. It is basically like playing Metal Gear Solid in a kayak. If you enjoyed the video so far, then remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Number 4. Layers of Fear VR. Here's another one you might want to play while wearing a diaper. Layers of Fear VR is a psychedelic horror game, which basically means it's what you will see if you take LSD. Don't do drugs, kids. But in reality, it's more of a psychological horror game, where you are in the mind of a painter on the verge of going insane. Although, you will be doing a lot of searching in the game, but things get creepier as you go, until you know there's something wrong. There are eerie sounds and music to the scene, where you can hear something rattling, and when you go towards it, things start to move, and then suddenly, you'll need to play it to find out what happens. Just make sure your heart can take it. Number 5. Trover Saves the Universe. Now, if you have had enough of pooping your pants, Trover Saves the Universe is completely the opposite. Now, I'm not a big fan of platformers, but this is the funniest platformer game I have ever played. In Trover Saves the Universe, an evil alien named Glaucon has stolen your cute little dogs and looks to place them in his eye sockets to gain the unstoppable power of the Oh, sorry, wrong show. But yeah, he gets quite powerful. So the concept of the story is simple. Stop the bad guys, rescue the dogs, and save the universe. This game has elements of breaking the fourth wall since it knows that it's a game and it will make jokes and commentary about it. For example, if you're taking too long on a puzzle, it will say, "Should we check online?" This really did make me chuckle, and I checked online after that. The writing in the game is fantastic. It's not an awe-inspiring tale, but the comedic timing will just keep you laughing throughout. The gameplay is simple yet fun. It has platforming, action combat and puzzles, which has been implemented really well in VR. You are a chairopian since you are sitting in a chair in real life and are controlling Trover throughout the game, which is a game mechanic in itself. The story lasts around 4 to 5 hours depending how good you are with puzzles. Trover Saves the Universe is a great game that has been ported to the Quest, so you might want to pick it up. Number 6. Putt. To be honest, I think this game is actually a hidden gem. Since this is from a small indie developer, not many people know about it. However, the game is actually fantastic. This is a VR golf game that you can play with your friends on multiplayer. The game has a simple yet nice visual setting as well as realistic ball physics. So you need to putt the ball as you would in real life. To be honest, this game could put a lot of mini golf places out of business. Currently, there are 3 courses that you will be able to golf on. You are also able to play against bots, but the best part of the game is the multiplayer, as rubbing a win over a real person has its own reward. Also, remember we are giving away a copy of Putt to one of my subscribers, so let me know in the description if you want to enter the giveaway. Number 7. Onward. So, we move on to one of the most anticipated games on the Quest. Onward is a PvP and PvE multiplayer shooter, where you can go up against other players or better yet team up with them to take down a small army of bots. This is a lot of fun to do and can show great teamwork. I have done a full review on Onward, but just to give you a quick overview, the Quest version is exactly the same game, but obviously the graphics and animations had to be downgraded quite a bit. Which is unfortunate, but if it means I get to play it on the Quest, it's well worth it. Although while you're in the middle of a match, you won't even notice the graphics too much. This is a slow-paced tactical game where you need to make sure you plan your attack and not just rush in. This is the most realistic PvP shooter on VR right now. The fact that the Quest doesn't have any wires tethering you makes you feel so free when you need to look around quickly. I remember getting stuck on the wires when playing the game on PC. The best thing about this port is that you will be able to play with PC players, meaning the player count will be massive. If you haven't already got Onward, then you're seriously missing out. I've linked my review in the description if you want more information about it. Number 8. Tetris Effect. To be honest, when you look at videos of this game, it really doesn't do it justice. It just looks like you're playing that old classic Tetris game just in VR. However, when you actually try it, the feeling and enjoyment you get is unreal. With the environment the game sets with its music and background graphics is amazing. It really does start to mesmerize you. So much so that I was actually just staring at the background at one point, forgetting to play the game. There are 30 beautiful levels to progress through, but for the gameplay it's basically Tetris but in VR. Though you actually have to experience it for yourself to understand what this Tetris effect really is. VR really does make everything better. Number 9. Premium Bowling. I know we all have been stuck at home and have not been to the bowling alley for a while. However, to make sure you don't get too rusty, you can play bowling in virtual reality. And there is actually no better bowling game than Premium Bowling. The physics in the game are spot on and the ball spins and curves as you throw it. The graphics are fantastic and you actually feel like you're in a bowling alley, without the fear of what you're sticking your fingers into. The game also has local and online multiplayer with crossplay with PC players, which means you will always have someone to play with. Not only that, there are also weekly and monthly leagues, so actually giving you a reason to get good, to become the best bowler you can. Plus, it won't cost you a fortune as you don't need to pay per game. Number 10. Mini Motor Racing X. Hot Wheels and Mario Kart meet in VR. Mini Motor Racing X is an awesome Mario Kart-esque racing game with miniature cars in VR, where you're able to fire rockets or even tornadoes, use boosts and much more. However, don't worry if you get motion sickness, as there are various ways you can play the game. You're able to play it from inside the car like you're driving, or if your stomach can't take it, then you can play top down, trackside or anywhere else that takes your fancy. There are a lot of comfort and control options I've seen, including virtual wheel, RC controller, motion controls, etc. There is a career mode allowing you to collect a nice range of cars, and there are over 50 tracks to race on. There is also a progression system allowing you to pimp your ride with upgrades. You can play online against other people or even co-op in the campaign. Plus, they also added the very famous game mode from Rocket League, but called it Bumper Ball. It's basically Rocket League but in VR. To be honest, there is a lot to this game, plus the races are short, which I think are great as things can get a little intense in VR. So, if you enjoy racing games or racing battles like Mario Kart, you will love Mini Motor Racing X. Well, that's all folks. Here are 10 awesome new releases for the Oculus Quest. Remember, if you would like to enter the giveaway, please subscribe to the channel, like the video and comment that you would like to enter for Putt VR. This is separate from my other Fallout 4 VR giveaway, so make sure you're in it to win it. Well, thanks for watching, have a great day, stay safe and see you next time.